Hello, so I'm reviewing Ghostbusters movie titled Ghostbusters, also known as Ghostbusters Answer the Call from 2016, which that was the final title. Ghostbusters Answer the Call was the final title. Ghostbusters, I guess, was the promotional title for the movie until they changed in the last minute. It's just, I don't know, it's one of those things, so, I have mixed feelings about this movie. I know I said I ended up liking it. Now I'm starting to regret my decision, okay? So, however, there are good things about this movie. But, however, whatever it is that whatever I have that is, like, very creative and find new and offers different to the franchise is seriously heavily edited out of the film. Perhaps the extended cut of this film would offer more reasons or any reasons to go back to seeing this film instead of just going back to see the original Ghostbuster movie or the second one. Because the thing is, my problem is with this film is that is well. It's not that it doesn't do anything different. It's not that it does something different. It's the opposite. It doesn't do anything different to give you reasons to want to come back to watch this film, despite if you hated it or enjoyed it. Leaving a forgettable mess as a whole. And another thing of Ghostbusters franchise, it always was a bit of a mess and convoluted in the first place. But the first two ones had scenes that the scenes that they were invented and the ideas that were invented. They actually show them play out and see how the main characters rise, and also them suffering their actions from previous events. But my problem is the first two Ghostbusters movies might have been a mess. I can see why people have such respect for them because it seems like it's a thought out, precise mess. Like, it doesn't try to dance out of the fire once it's already in the fire. It decides to just take the heat. And, for the first two Ghostbusters films, this one actually seems like it wants to do the opposite route. It seems like it's trying to, just get people to see the movie by editing out everything that was creative about their film and unique about their film out of the movie. Because I can't help but notice, I feel like I've seen two different... Am I the one that thought that when this film was being advertised, the 2016 one, I felt like I was being showed more footage that was actually funny or spooky or anything involving storytelling that was in the actual final product of the film when you first saw it in theater in 2016 of Ghostbusters Answer the Call? Or is that just me that noticed that? Yeah, that's the reason why I'm giving this I'm not giving it a 0 out of 10. I think that would be too harsh because it's definitely in the rotten and bad category. It's definitely 3 out of 10 at least. So that's why all these reasons exactly why I'm giving it is 3 out of 10. I don't think it's really important to what the story is because because this is basically the same. It feels like these are recapping the first two plot points, the serious plot points of the first two Ghostbusters movie, just with the opposite side of the sex. Which, in other words, is not really fun to talk about at all. So yeah, the story doesn't have anything going for it, in terms of unique how to tell a story. Oh, and the issue would try to bullshit in making you cry but it's like it's a moment that doesn't feel earned, and it feels like when they're all celebrating at the bar, and now for some reason Melissa Coffee and her best friend have right here that's entering the ghost dimension that made them aged up for some reason, but never really, but doesn't explain why they didn't. Why you don't know why the just didn't dye it back with the color they had it at. It doesn't make sense. So yeah, they are bar getting wasted, and one of them makes a toast, says, "I never had a family growing up, but it feels good to have a family and not be a part of one now." Blah blah blah, and they played that scene very straight, and it feels fucking out of nowhere. And it's just trying to, like, manipulate with some kind of emotions without feeling earned. And there's, like, the laughs in this film. Like, it feels like they try manipulating to laughing without feeling earned. And it's, like, manipulating to, like, camera, or being invested in the post out, you earning their, or without you earning to be, without you, the audience, earning to be invested in this film. And that's this is like they expect you to care because hey, it has the Ghostbusters branded. That's what it feels like, one of those things, you know. And also more than you know how I mentioned how this tries to do the exact, like, when I say they try to do tell the same plot that the first two Ghostbusters did. I mean, they try to morph those plots together, but I feel like they edit out everything whatever was important to not scratch your head in order for this film to. Let me rephrase that. I feel like they edit out a bunch of stuff, more than half the story, for the avoid you scratching your head and just being confused by all the things what's going on, despite it being a really cool climax. That's really fun and invented, and it has the Ghostbusters theme song playing, and it was a really cool climax. Then seeing them do all these tricks of busting ghosts, it's like when the bust is like, here's the fun problem. When the busting goes, when it gets down to busting, it's really fun and enjoyable. Everything leading up to the busting ghosts, it's, oh boy, bit of a mouthful. Like, it feels like it bit off more than it could chew before it got to the busting ghost parts, which is the climax, the third act, which is basically what the entire third act is. Them busting ghosts, and also them busting ghosts some, you know, whenever them busting ghosts is fine, it's perfectly fine to watch. It's actually very fun and awesome. But whenever it's everything else that's wrong with the film, story-wise and narrative-wise, it's like you're wondering, does any of this shit need to be in there? Because it just seems like they want to make a over the top dumb Ghostbusters movie with tons of action and later on there, which I'd be fine with. But you know, if you want to do that, just do it. I'm not stopping you. So what is? I don't know. And that's it. That's why I give this a 3 out of 10 as a whole, for all these reasons I went through in this video. Ghostbusters answered the call from 2016. It's 2016's Ghostbusters called Ghostbusters answered the call. And that's why it's for all these reasons why I'm giving in this video a 6. I mean, I'm sorry, a little tired. I mean, I meant to say a 3 out of 10, but I was going to say a 6 out of 10. Well, that would be too generous, I say. It's a 3 out of 10. Okay, bye.